I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you, so let's make the most of this beautiful day.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Mr. Willis's Neighborhood. Earlier this week, you guys would have made your Chinese Zodiac that you're going to eat on when you have your fried rice done. And you were to Flipgrid to me how to use chopsticks. Before we get started, the question of the day. Okay, before we get started, the question of the day. What does basmati, long grain, and sticky have in common? Rice, you are correct, because rice is what we're going to be using today, because today our lesson is how to make fried rice. So today we're going to talk about what the ingredients you'll need. I am going to be cooking on a wok. That's a typical Oriental type of cooking device. If you do not have a wok, you can use a large skillet. Other things that you will need, of course, making fried rice, you will need rice. Okay? You will need 2 eggs. Again, thank you, Carson. You will need oil, salt and pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, ground ginger, and if you like it spicy, chili powder. Also, you would like some soy sauce, and if you like it spicy like we do in this house, sriracha. Some of those spices are optional. Like salt and pepper, I would say yes. I would say soy sauce, definitely yes. The eggs and the rice, of course, yes. Other things that would be optional would be carrots. This is 2 sliced carrots. Fresh minced garlic. This is 6 cloves, not the whole bulb, little slices, cloves of garlic. We like to have peas in ours. These are frozen peas. This is about, probably about 1/3 of a bag. We have 5 slices of ham. Now that's a meat, that's also optional. You could also choose chicken or you could choose beef, but you'll have to pre-cook that as well. Onion. This is about 1/2 of an onion and 1/2 of a green pepper. So I have the wok, it's on medium, and I'm going to take 1 teaspoon of olive oil and I'm going to put it in the pan. Maybe 2 teaspoons, just a little bit of oil. Okay, we're going to let that heat up. And then I'm going to swirl it around the pan a little bit. Okay, see how I'm swirling it around the pan? Then I'm going to take my eggs. 1. Oh, that's a good sound. 2. All right. Let them cook. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And then I'm going to stir those around. Okay, we're going to make basically scrambled eggs. Can you see that, Bradley? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're just going to let those cook for a little bit, and then we're going to set them to the side. Okay, you stop. Taking the eggs out, okay, and we're going to set those to the side. Now it's time to cook the vegetables. Or if you had chicken or beef, now would be the time to cook the chicken and beef. I've already added 4 tablespoons of oil to the bottom of the pan. I'm going to turn it back up a little bit. And now we're going to add the garlic. You can hear that already starting to go. Okay. I'm going to add the onion. I'm going to add the green pepper and the carrots. Once you have that added in, you want to stir it around a little bit. Now, another thing you want to do during this time is while it's cooking, and you don't want to cook it too much, you still want it to be a little bit crisp, is you're going to go ahead and season it up. So I'm not going to start there. We're going to add a little soy sauce. Okay? Now, don't add too much. You can always add more at the end. Just pour a little in there like this. Okay, because you don't want it overly salty. Set that to the side. I'm going to add a little salt, a little pepper. I'm going to add garlic powder, onion powder, ground ginger, which is famous in Asian cuisine. Don't overdo it on any of it, just the right amount. Since in our family we like heat, we're going to add chili powder. A little more because we like it hot. And sriracha, as much as you like. Okay, now we're going to let this cook for a little bit, and we're going to take it off, and we stir it around, and we will place it on a plate, and we'll get ready for our next step. Okay, so we have cooked our vegetables. They're going to look something like this. Okay, they're not totally, completely done. They still have a little crunch in them. I've already added 2 more tablespoons of oil to cook your rice in. Letting that swirl around a little bit. Don't clean your pan or your wok. It's going to have all those flavors in the bottom that will make the rice taste really, really good. Now I have 4 cups of white minute rice. And I'm just going to get it all in there. Okay? And then what you want to do is you want to take it and you want to kind of smash it down or like that. And just go ahead and let it cook. Now what's going to happen here is we're going to let it cook for probably around 5 minutes. And we're going to let it crisp up and brown up. Okay, about every minute you want to flip. And we're going to repeat that process probably 4 times. 3 to 4 times. Alright, so hopefully here in a little bit you're going to see what the finished product is. Right now, that's what it looks like. This is what it looks like after the first turn. You can see how it's starting to get colored, and you can see how it's starting to crisp up. Now one thing you can do is you could add a little salt. You could add a little pepper. Again, go ahead and add your garlic powder. This is going to be full of flavor. Add a little more onion powder. Add a little more ground ginger. And of course, since we like it spicy, we're going to add more chili powder. It's going to give it a beautiful color. At this time, you might add a little more soy. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for good measure. Don't overdo it, but a little goes a long ways. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squirts of sriracha because we do like it spicy. Okay? And it looks something like this right now. Okay? Okay, so this is what our rice looks like. We're going to give it one last flip, and then we're going to add stuff back in. We're going to add our carrot, garlic, onion, and green pepper mixture. It's got lots of flavor in it. We're going to add our eggs, optional peas, and also optional ham. If you wanted to cook beef or chicken, remember you're going to have to do that earlier in the recipe, and you can do it all in the same skillet, but you would probably cook that after the eggs before you cook your vegetables, and use the kind of the same method that I did with the vegetables. So I'm going to go ahead and add, well, first of all, let's go ahead and give it a stir. Get all that stuff off the bottom that you can. You want to do that. Try to let it not stick. Might have to work just a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to add our ham. Like I said, you could add beef or chicken. We're going to add our peas. That's about 1/3 of a bag. We're going to add our 2 eggs. And we're going to add all of our delicious veggies. We're going to set that to the side in the sink. Now, before you stir it, it should look something like that. Now I've given it a good stir, mix it all up. Make sure it's all evenly distributed throughout the rice. Oh, this is going to be good. Kind of press it all down. And I would add, since we like spice, remember, I'm adding one more thing of sriracha and a little bit more soy. I'm going to stir it just a little bit longer, just one more time. There we go. And now what I want to do is I want to cover it and let it cook for 2 minutes. Now our fried rice should be done. I'm taking off the lid. I have our serving bowl. I'm going to get in there, stir it around just a little bit. Looks delicious. And I'm going to make a nice big heaping bowl, a little extra, of fried rice. You can add sriracha if you want more. You can add some soy. You have your chopsticks. Bon appetit. Hope you guys enjoy another episode of Mr. Willis's Neighborhood. Look forward to talking to you guys and how you enjoyed it. And I want to see how you use your chopsticks, and I'd love to see your Chinese Zodiac placemats. Have a great day.